Hey everyone, I'm FM Greeno and welcome along to episode 12 of the Mighty Magyars. So it's crunch time today in World Cup qualification. You can see since we were together last for that amazing 4-3 win that we had away in Cardiff against Wales, we travelled to Azerbaijan, got a 2-1 win, reasonably comfortable, could have been better. Azerbaijan are yet to get a point in the group so far, so yeah, it would have been nice to have been a bit more comfortable in that last half hour, but it was easy enough to win that one. Then, just a couple of days ago, we played Wales again in Budapest. A 3-3 draw. We were 3-1 up with about 15 minutes to go. Gareth Bale hit an absolute worldie, a left foot volley from about 30 yards. And then Aaron Ramsey pulled one back for them again at the, well, almost at the death. And so we had to settle for a 3-3 draw. But that keeps it very, very interesting going into our last game today. We are away against North Macedonia. And if we take a look at how the competition standings, we are top on 17 points. North Macedonia are second on 14 points. So Wales are completely out of it. Germany could still sneak into the playoffs if they get a decent win in their final game against Wales and we beat Macedonia. Germany could come and sneak this playoff place. Anything other than that, and Germany are out. So that's a bit of a surprise. Like I say, today, if we can get a draw or a win, we are through. If we lose, I think it's probably goal difference that things get settled on first. So that would be us dropping down into the playoff position. Let's go and see how we're set up for the game. So we're going to approach this with our positive 4-3-3 formation, at least at the start, see if we can take the game to them a little bit. One player who's dropping out today is Zsolt Kalmar. He's a little bit tired after his exertions in the Wales game. So young Szabolcs Metszai comes in for him. Basically, that means he swaps roles with Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai will go into that box-to-box role that Kalmar normally takes. And Metszai is going to do the Metsala role. Other than that, it's pretty much the first 11 I'd like to have out there today. So there's no excuses if we don't do the job. Let's head to North Macedonia and see how we get on. So it's a packed house here at the stadium in North Macedonia. You can see they're going with a 4-4-2 formation. In our home game against this team, we beat them 1-0. Nikolic came off the bench to score with a header late on. It was a fairly tight, cagey affair. Bit of a shame that we couldn't hold on in that last game against Wales. If it hadn't been for that very, very late Aaron Ramsey equaliser, we would already be qualified for the World Cup and we would not be relying on whatever happens today. So that's a bit of a disappointing situation, but you know, it's still all in our own hands. We've not made the greatest start to the game by the looks of it. Macedonia seem to be doing a little better than us, even though we're in our more attacking kind of mindset. So that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on as the half progresses. I think fatigue is probably going to be an issue later in the game as well. Obviously, that Wales game was only a couple of days ago. So we're going to have to monitor people's fitness in the second half. Highlight here for North Macedonia. And they've scored! Ah, Enis Bardi. And of course, he's a player who is familiar to Hungarian fans. He plays in Spain nowadays, but he did spend a couple of years playing in the Hungarian First Division. So that is not ideal. Good finish. And another highlight here for North Macedonia. Bardi to take a free kick. What a save! And a double save, in fact. Gulaci, brilliant work by him. Things are not going to plan currently, though. Here's Szoboszlai, though. Has he scored? No, it hit the bottom of the bar and bounced out. I think the keeper made a very poor save. But somehow or other, the ball just wouldn't go in. Oh, unfortunately, that ball from Szoboszlai didn't quite find its intended target. Highlights continuing, though, so maybe we're going to get another opportunity here. Young Metszai up to Szalai. Here's Kleinheisler. It's a goal! Yes! What a beautiful little bit of football that was. It was fairly direct, I suppose, but the passing around, the little triangle between the three guys here is beautiful. Good control there by Szalai. Kleinheisler finds Szoboszlai. Great goal. Szoboszlai, of course, you know, he's the heartbeat of this team, so he's just got so much more ability, more creativity than the rest of the team, and he can spot those little through balls and make something that the other players in the team might not be able to. So we go in half time at 1-1, not necessarily deserving to be, but maybe we're going to tell them that we're not happy. See how that does. Yeah, that's motivated them, so that's good. Let's get out for the second half. See if we can perform a little bit better than we have. If it stays at 1 apiece, though, I'm not unhappy with that. I'll take that because that means we've qualified. And here we are going into the last 30 minutes or so. We do have a couple of tired players, as I expected. Oh, don't score here. Oh, goodness me. What an opportunity that was. The defence was very, very static, wasn't it? Right, so we're going to look at some fresh legs here. So, Kesh is okay to continue. He's on a yellow card, perhaps, but that's not the end of the world. Who's having a poor game? Hungary at left back. Nego is having a very poor game, and he's nervous. So let's get him off and get Beshet on. Neither of the wide players having their best day, so we'll bring on Tamash Kish on the left-hand side. I think we'll leave Klein Heisler out there for now. Hungary, I think we might even take him off and bring Kadar on at left back. So both the fullbacks changed. 15 minutes to go. Into the last 10 now. Not a lot happening. This is not bad news for us. So what can we do here? I think what we're going to do, we're going to a bit more time wasting. Be a bit more disciplined. We're definitely not overlapping at this point. Do we need to make any other changes? Sobosloy is tired. Kesh is tired. But I think we'll just let them play out the last couple of minutes. And there it is. We've got the 1-1 draw that we needed. And unbelievably, when the group was drawn, I didn't think we had a chance at this. But we appear to have finished top of the group and qualify for the World Cup. And so there it is, in black and white. Hungary qualify for the 2022 World Cup. That's over in Qatar, of course. 10th time Hungary have participated in the competition, although I believe it's the first time since about 1986. So they'll be dancing on the streets in Budapest tonight. North Macedonia, it says they blew their qualification chance, which I suppose you could say they did. But I don't think you'd imagine, of having seen this group, that Hungary would qualify, North Macedonia second, Germany and Wales miss out completely. Unbelievable stuff. So, in terms of the schedule, we have nothing at all in the calendar until the World Cup starts next year. I guess there must be a draw for some more Euro qualification or some Nations League, but as yet we haven't seen that. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to bring you back for yet. I'm guessing there must be something in the springtime though. So I guess we'll do that. But if not, we'll be back for the World Cup. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. It's been a very successful one. Not the most exciting game that we've played, but it was enough for us to qualify for the tournament. If you have enjoyed it, please drop a like on there for me. Help me get seen by more people. And of course, if you've got any comments about this episode or the series as a whole, I would love to see them below. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. There's a lot more to come from this Hungary side, I think. We have the Greeno tour running concurrently, and a lot of good stuff in the back catalogue for you to run through too. It just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for some more action with Hungary. Mighty Magyarok. Viszlát!